Hello again, everyone. This is Gilmer, H. Gilmer. If you know me from the Asia forums, Harry Gilmer was one of my biggest heroes when I was hell. He was dead long before I was born, but he is somebody that was a very famous football player, and he is a hero of mine in the sense that I read up about him. I think I read a book about him when I was real young, and that's why I liked him. So, but anyway, that's where Gilmer comes from. But this is episode 26 of my Let's Play Kingdom Come Deliverance. Let's see something here. So, I want to just discuss something. When we last left the Kingdom of Bohemia, we were trying to get to the Rattay tournament. Well, I had to replay the battle, the big battle where we killed Runt, because I'm forgetful and I didn't actually start the recording program. So when I hit the hotkey that says start record, there was no program on for it to start. So I didn't record that episode, and so when I redid the fight scene, the big battle, we missed the tournament. We missed it by a day. So I failed the tournament. I lost my bet that I had with Peshek. I forfeited the bet money. But I think I actually came out on the better, because I looted a lot more during the battle. And actually, when I killed Runt, the head cracker perk fired and I knocked him out. So I was able to loot Runt and take his sword instead of us going straight into a cutscene and me not being able to loot him. So I ended up making, I think, a lot more money. I don't know that for a fact, but I got a lot of equipment from that battle because I was looting everybody.
Hey!
I could hardly...
Good day!
He's happy because he won some money from me. But I got a lot of equipment and a lot of good equipment to sell to the armorer.
About betting on the tourney, I'd be interested. What kind of wager are we talking about?
I'm glad to hear it.
I bet you are. You're hoping I'll skip it again.
A nice little wager. Well, break a leg. Literally, I hope.
Okay, so we've done
Good
that.
luck, then.
Yeah, he's in a pretty good mood. He made a little bit of money off of me from my forfeited bet.
Yeah.
There's like 100 groschen that he won off of me. But, yeah, well, let's see. I know what the armor, I know how much money he has, so I can't actually get as much money as I could get if he had enough money to cover everything that I have. It is what it is. So, this is a lot of the stuff I have. I think I'm going to go... As you can see, I looted a lot. Let's see. And I killed a lot of humans. Oh my goodness. Let's go at least through the K's. Okay. Oh, we got to do the weapons too, though. Oh, I'm I mean, not looting, but taking. The guy we're going to does not buy bows or arrows. I'm going to skip bows and arrows and daggers. Let's see.
What's going on there?
Oh, I didn't want to pick that up. Let's try that. That's something that you have to deal with. They act like you're breaking into something, but that's my room. That was the room that I was given by Sir Hanish for my actions at the Battle of Pribyslavitz. And so I am moving up in the world even more. I actually have a room at Pirkstein. And I know this is going to take a little while to walk, but I could pause it, but I'm already worried about not recording yesterday, so I'm just going to leave it recording. It's not that far. That's one of the big reasons why I like having that room, is that I don't have to walk very far to sell items, but I'm not going to sell a lot of stuff. This is probably going to be one of the last times I actually go and sell a bunch of stuff, at least while taping or videoing, because I mean, what's the point? If you got about 100K is probably the absolute utmost most you will ever need, because you do need a little bit of money just in case you have to repair stuff or something like that. So let's talk to this guy.
What do you need?
Wow, that's a little...
God be with you.
let's see. So let's sell that. Oh, I think there's something on my horse too. Oh, he only has 4,100 groschen. Oh, I'm not really even close, am I? I'm going to keep that torch. So let's haggle with him.
Can we do something about the price?
Well, we can try it.
No, we can do it. We can do it. Oh, he doesn't have a lot. Well, then we'll go to the complete...
Satisfied?
We're getting there. Just drop the price a bit more. All right, so.
All right. So a quick way to check how much money you have now. I have 10K. It says it right there instead of searching out the pile of groschen right here that says 10K. If you Q, it tells you 10,361.1. So if you needed an exact accounting.
Bread, fresh bread.
No, I took everything off that was good.
This for you.
Oh, well, no, that's not it.
Have a
Oh,
look at these cucumbers. They'll stay firm all winter. Buy them before someone else does.
Okay. So I need to buy some armor repair kits.
God save you.
I need to buy some armor repair kits. So let's buy 5. That says we're going to pay 1.5K, but after we're done, we're not going to be paying 1.5K. Yeah, see, I'm already getting money. And he has 16,000. These hoes are worthless, but when you're looting everything, you don't even pay attention. All right. Oops, I keep I wish it would default to the max instead of defaulting to just one, so I don't have to do the slider. Because sometimes I miss it. Dang it. There we go. Oh, and I added some golden spurs, but so we're going to get 11K out of this. Actually,
Let's
more.
have a word about the price.
All right, so
All right, let's see. Let's go for 13,500.
Satisfied?
I'd almost shake on that. Almost.
Let's go to 13.
See now, I knew we'd come to an agreement.
So I made 13K, so I've got 23,000. Let's go ahead and repair. Okay. Now let's go to the
Fresh bread. Come and get it. Man cannot live by bread alone, but he can't live without
the tailor.
either.
I'm glad to see you.
I'm glad to see you, sir. Let's buy everything he has here because it's not a lot. Let's haggle with him.
I'd like to discuss the price.
Naturally.
Actually,
What do you say to this?
That's not enough.
oh, uh-oh.
Finally, a reasonable sum.
Oh, he was happy about that. All right, so let's see. Do we need to do this? Oh yeah, we do. And then this, and we can't repair those. Those are way too damaged, so we're gonna have to.
Take care.
I'm just gonna pay that. I'm not gonna haggle over 307 groschen when I have 22,000 groschen. All right, so
Family with fresh bread.
we've been asked to go to the upper castle
Rooms for your house.
because after Pribyslavitz, we got some information, we got some evidence, and we're going to have a meeting on where we go next from here on our investigations. So they're waiting for me. Let's do a quick rinse before we go up there. That's got to be good enough. Look sharp there, mister.
My lord, I'm afraid you were right when you said these hostilities wouldn't end at Pribyslavitz.
That comes as no surprise.
What has happened?
My men reported 2 more attacks today.
Ah, Henry. I'm glad you're here. It seems like we'll have another task for you. Come and join us.
My lord.
Greetings, lad. The bandits raided a few remote hamlets, but that's the least of our worries. They also attacked Merhojed, and that's a much more serious matter.
Merhojed? Matthias is working there.
They attacked right after the battle in Pribyslavitz. Bastards were probably trying to prove they're still strong. But there's a silver lining. The villagers held them off, and they even took one captive. He's wounded, but we can still interrogate him.
Your Graces, I hope I'm not intruding.
On the contrary, Master Tobias. Unlike Bernard, you are the bearer of good tidings. Or so I gather from the coin you carry. Tell me, how many groschen did we find in Pribyslavitz?
My lord, I'm sorry, but my news is no better than Captain Bernard's. These coins are very good. That is to say, well-made facsimiles, as we call them.
What? I don't give a what you call them. I want to know what they're facking worth.
That's just it, sir. They're worth nothing.
Are you saying what I think you're saying, Master Tobias? This here
is just a pile of copper.
Kurva! Fuck!
Plated with silver, so it's still of some...
I'd
worth.
quit while I was behind there, Master Tobias.
Kurva! Fuck!
Is it a lot of work to make such counterfeits, Master Tobias?
I should say so, sir. Highly demanding work. Especially to make such plausible forgeries. They would need a well-hidden foundry, several craftsmen, and a source of material.
But they could just be brought in from somewhere else, could they not?
Well, they could, but then again the silver mines are nearby and these groschen seem freshly minted, so...
So we are facing a foe who has almost limitless sources of coin. That's all we need.
Dopredel.
Well, gentlemen, it's clear what we have to do. Interrogate that captive bandit, find out their numbers, and promptly cut off their supply of money. Otherwise, they'll soon have another encampment.
If they haven't already.
I doubt it, sir. Merhojed wouldn't have been able to hold them off if they did.
Well, lad, I said we'd have work for you, but it never crossed my mind there would be this much. You've already proved your worth as an investigator, so I'm putting my faith in you again. Go to Merhojed and question that captive. Find out where those brigands are hiding, how many there are, and what they're planning. And while you're at it, see if you can find some clues as to where this counterfeit coin is coming from.
Very well, sir.
Good luck. We're counting on you. All of us. Come report to me as soon as you know anything. I'll be at the lookout point near Talmberg.
I'll be your agent, sir. All right. Look sharp there, fellow. Yeah, they came out of the other side. I'm not going to talk to you yet. And I'm not going to talk to you yet. I could get a quest from Hanish, but it's a side quest, and I think it is kind of timed. So I don't really want to get it now. Come on, Tobias, get out of my way. There we go. Okay, so let's go to Merhojed. Merhojed is the little town that I actually bought my horse from. And it was very close to Radzig's camp.
Yeah.
So let's go. I want to go this way. There's probably I know there's a quicker way, but I want to go this way because I want to kill two birds with one stone, so to speak. I will not spoil the surprise, if surprise it could be called. It's not anything spectacular, it's just something I want to do before I get going too far. It's kind of a side quest, but it's like a series and a long line of side quests. kind of neat, if you ask me, to be honest. Not this part. This part's kind of boring. But, the rest of it's pretty cool. And just like any RPG, there you're going to have some quests that are, some side quests that are a little bit more detailed, take a lot longer to do, and are sometimes a lot more satisfying because you feel a little bit of an accomplishment as opposed to just, you know, a side quest where you gather up 20 pieces of rabbit meat or something, which we actually have in this game that I have not picked up as a quest yet, and might not because it's kind of boring. But the thing about it is you can do all of these side quests and get an achievement for doing a certain amount of side quests and full quests or mainline quests. And it's called the completionist achievement. He's not the miller. He's old Thomas. There's a miller.
Good health to you.
And to you, sir.
Teresa, the millmaid, sent me. She said you could use some help.
Some extra pairs of hands would be useful. What do you have in mind?
My friends, 2 survivors of Skalitz, are looking for work.
And why should I take them?
They're experienced carpenters.
Why not? Carpenters would be helpful. There's a lot of work here at the mill, and I'm not as spry as I used to be. Thomas, my foreman, tries his best, but he ain't up to that kind of work. But they aren't idlers and drunks, are they? I only take in people who are willing to do hard, honest work.
Alright, check out this Jedi mind trick I'm going to use on him. You know me.
Miller, you know me. Everyone around here knows me. And you also probably know that I work for Sir Radzig Cobbler.
Really?
Yes.
Really? And I'll be very grateful if you do this for me. I know how to reward those who help me.
I know. People around here know you. Tell them I'll give them a chance. We'll talk about pay and a roof over their heads when they get here. God be with you.
I like how he just repeats what I said. People do know you. You are well known. Of course I'm well known. I just told you I was. Alright, let's go this way. Let's go up through Sasau and let... I'm not stopping for that. I think I've done that once. And it's not really worth it. You get a reputation bump, but it's not worth the time. You probably get just as much of a reputation bump by paying somebody extra for their goods and services, which is a pretty good little bump. I don't see anybody at this junction. Good. I don't really want to fight anybody right now either. I don't suggest you gallop down this side of the hill. It can get a little dicey. Alright. Now we can get back to galloping. There's another place up here that an ambush could happen. We just gotta keep our eye out. This log right here, sometimes people are sitting on it, some people are waiting, but not this time.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, Henry. Hey, twat face.
I love it when he says that.
The monastery wants you to pay for treatment. That doesn't sound right.
Leave it be, Howell.
All
If
right.
you say so.
Take care.
The miller and Ledechko would be happy to meet you.
You really found work for us?
Of course. I couldn't bear to look at those sour faces of yours a moment longer.
Thanks, Henry. Only...
What?
The reward we talked about, well...
You ain't got
we
any
haven't
money.
got 2 groschen to rub together.
Of course not.
Nah, that doesn't matter. You'll pay me when you have it.
That we will.
Well,
Stop by and visit us in a week. We'll pay you back as soon as we get our first wage.
Well, I'm not gonna hold my breath on it. It was very easy to get you a job, so I don't care if you pay me or not. If you're ever hurting for belladonna, there are a few plants that grow right in here. If you don't want to go all the way out to that big field. And there's more than just the ones I just picked up, so you'd have to search around a little bit for them, but just a thought.
Yeah.
Wow, that monastery, huh? Looks like it could hold off an army. Well, it's getting kind of late. Get out of my way, fellow. Okay, this is Samapesh coming up. And then after Samapesh is Merhojed. Oh, here.
Come on up and take a look.
Holy crap. Why are you yelling at me? Okay. There's one thing I want to check before I go directly into Merhojed. Okay, there's still people here. Damn it. I'm gonna save it.
What's that?
Faith. Though sometimes that's easier said than done.
Okay, so what I did just then, I wanted to show you. I stole 100 cobweb. Cobwebs are for a potion you can make that will help you pick locks. And it's usually pretty tricky to get it. Because as you could see, that guy was walking up and he did hear something.
Yeah.
But he didn't catch me, so we're good to go. 100 cobwebs will make a lot of those potions. So I wanted to do that because you do need lockpick at some point. There's some things that you need. So this is Merhojed. This is where we bought my horse. And so I see the burning. This village was attacked. So let's open this up. Questions and answers. Oops. Another gang of bandits attacked Merhojed. That's us, or that's this. However, the villagers not only held off the raiders, but even took one captive. Sir Radzik wants me to interrogate him. Interrogate the captive in Merhojed. Find out what happened to Matthias. Well, Matthias works here. So let's talk to him. Here he is. He's not looking so good.
Hal? You're a sight for sore eyes. What are you doing here?
It's good to see you too, Matthias. Sir Radzik sent me here to investigate the raid.
Sir Radzik? Looks like you've come up in the world, mate. You're here as his envoy?
Okay, so I don't know if you recognize him, but Fritz and Matthew, who we just got jobs for, and Matthias were the ones, all three of them, plus me, were the ones that threw the manure onto the guy's house early in the game. So Matthias is kind of like a boyhood friend. And he's actually one of the better ones, to be honest.
Yeah, something like that. But that's not important right now.
Well, I'm glad to see you have a job. Lots of our old neighbors have been reduced to begging. If I were in your shoes, I'd get the hell out of here. There's some disease spreading.
Disease?
Uh-oh.
Folk are saying it's the plague. Whatever it is, it's bad. It started the day after the raid. First the horses got sick, then other animals, and now people are falling ill too.
Okay, the horses got sick, the animals got sick, and now people have gotten sick.
Are you alright?
Well, at least I haven't caught the sickness.
But you've been hurt?
It happened during the raid. One of those damn bandits fell on me, horse and all. My arm's badly broken, but better than a broken neck.
Well, that's a glass half full kind of deal.
Tell me about the raid.
What do you want to know?
I hear one of the raiders was taken captive. I'd like to question him.
Aye, old Melachar let him have it over the head with a flail, and now he's locked up in the barn. But be careful.
Why's that?
That fucker killed young Straw, and his old man's sharpening a sickle for him. Melachar still hasn't decided what to do with him.
I understand old Straw wants revenge, but first I have to question that bandit. What happens after is no skin off my nose.
Good luck, then.
Yeah.
Can you describe the raiders?
I don't know. They came at dusk, so you couldn't see their faces. About 20 of them. They weren't humans, though. They spoke Czech.
You talked to them?
Oh,
No. They were shouting at us. They were very sure of themselves to begin with, but when we hit them in the woods, they didn't look so brave.
I know you've got courage enough for any man, but how did a bunch of untrained villagers manage to hold off armed bandits?
One of the village lads caught sight of them coming through the woods and told Melachar, who roused the whole village, and everyone grabbed what they could. Pitchforks, axes, flails, and we went out to face them.
What? You mounted an assault against them?
Aye, and that was the key. It was the last thing those whorseons expected. A few of them still managed to break through to the village, probably wanted to torch it. But even the women here were armed with what they could find, and they took the bastards by surprise.
All right.
About this sickness. When did this plague start?
The day after the raid.
The
horses were lying down in the stable, so we knew something was up. By afternoon, they were all dead. Then other animals started getting sick, one after the other, and then people.
Okay.
What are the signs that someone's getting sick?
I don't leave the house much, but folk complain of fever and shakes. Some are throwing their guts up, and others are spewing from the other end.
Has anyone died from it?
Aye, old Verba. Although he was already on his last legs, so no one knows for sure if it was the plague that got him. Either way, the animals are dropping like flies, and people will end up the same for sure.
Okay, so the animals got sick, the big animals got sick, the small animals got sick, the people got sick, people are having fever, people are having nausea, people are having diarrhea.
Who's ill now?
I don't know. What with my arm the way it is, I don't go outdoors much. But I know Melechar and Straw have sick ones at home.
All right.
Can I ask you a bit about Merhojed?
I haven't been here long enough to learn much, but ask away.
Can you tell me something about Old Straw?
He's a woodcutter, tough as they come, and a hothead. He's been out of his mind since his boy died.
It's normal to grieve, though.
Depends how you look at it. Folk are afraid he'll snap or drink himself to death. What's worse, his wife caught the sickness, and he's not taking care of her.
Okay.
Where can I find this Straw?
When you take the main gate out of the stables, you'll see 2 cottages outside. Straw lives in the right-hand one.
Okay.
What's Melechar like?
The locals look up to him. Smill used to be in charge here, but he was killed in Neuhof.
I know.
Sir Hanush hasn't had time to appoint a new vassal, and folk need someone to speak for them, so they picked Melechar.
Thank God you had someone here who could take the reins.
Aye.
Okay. So I think
Where does Melechar live?
When you take the main gate out of the stables, you'll see 2 cottages outside. Melechar lives in the left-hand one.
All right. So it looks like I need to talk to... And now you can't talk to him anymore. He's passed out or something. But looks like I need to talk to Melechar first. And he's in the left hand, I think. So we know some of the symptoms, maybe not all of them. So we need to find out. I don't... oh, Melechar, here he is. He just lying down.
Are you Melechar?
Aye, that's me.
I need to speak with the prisoner.
And why is that? Who might you be?
Henry, envoy of Sir Radzig Kobyla. I'm here to investigate the attack.
I'm sorry. I have other things on my mind right now. In case you hadn't noticed, we have pestilence raging here. And Sir Radzig won't help us with that. Any more than he helped us when we were attacked.
No news has reached Ratai of any disease here. But I'm here now, and I can help you.
Well, since you serve Sir Radzig, you might be of some use. If anyone can be.
Tell me what to do.
There's a stable hand living with us here, Matthias.
Yes, I know him.
And he knows some girl who helps out in the monastery infirmary. Johanka, I think her name is. She might know someone to turn to, if she's actually there.
All right.
Very well. I'll go to the monastery. It's probably our best hope.
Thank you. At least for taking the trouble. But then, even if you cared nothing for us, the prisoner's got the pestilence too. He'll die without help.
If I have to go to the monastery, I need to know as much as possible about the disease. I'll definitely need to know its symptoms. They're bound to ask me that.
It's hard to say. My wife is feverish. Others have the chills. I heard some are throwing up. Others still are breaking out in sores.
Sores?
But why don't you
Okay.
see for yourself? People talk a lot and I don't know what to believe anymore.
Very well. I'll make the rounds.
I've daubed lime on the afflicted houses, but don't stay too long in those homes.
That I can promise you.
Farewell.
Okay. So I gotta find out. So they got sores, fever, chills, nausea, diarrhea. Sounds like they got everything. So this is Straw's house. Oh, what do we have here?
What? Have you come for my wife? You're out of luck. I'm old Straw, don't you know? Straw! You've taken my son. But you shan't take my wife. You bastard.
Calm down, Straw.
You're telling me to calm down? Why the fuck should I be calm?
Because if you don't calm down, I'll make you regret it.
Oh, God.
Oh, now we're talking. Come on, then, you bastard. Come on.
Well, now I gotta fight him.
I'll slaughter.
Fuck!
Damn it, I'm losing. Well, I'm not gonna get anything out of him. Crazy old bastard. I couldn't, my health's 100, so he didn't really get much of me. I couldn't get the speech success against him, so he decided to fight me. Alright. Another cross.
Brother, dearest brother, is that you?
Yes.
Yes, it's me, your, brother.
Everyone is nearly here. We need to get to Skalitz for the fair.
Tell me, brother, how are you feeling?
Wait, you're not my brother? You're one of those brutes. Brother, lock the door. They're back again. Please, God, no.
Brother, don't you recognize me? It's me. I'm your brother. I was gone for a long time. I've come back home for Advent, remember?
Yes, yes, I remember. Give me a drink of water, brother. I'm thirsty. Terribly thirsty.
So thirst,
I feel like
sores,
I'm burning in hell.
nausea.
I can drink a pitcher of
diarrhea,
water and right away I'm parched again. Good luck to you.
fever, and chills. Okay. Vincent?
Jesus, lad, what are you doing here? Can't you see the plague cross on the door?
I'm here because of it. The monastery sent me to help.
Mother of God.
God bless you, boy.
I can't bear the pain.
It's about time.
I need to know exactly what you're suffering from.
Oh, I see. Well, I have a dreadful fever. My wife, too. I recall almost nothing of yesterday. I was raving for most of it.
Is there anything else? Apart from the fever?
Well, forgive me for saying so. The shit just pours out of me. I can't keep anything in. I'm completely worn out. My wife's the same.
You have my thanks. I'll try to bring help.
Wait a minute, will you? I have one favour to ask.
Yeah, can he?
So tell me.
I need to write my will. Can you write?
Yes, I can.
I might manage that.
Excellent. So get writing.
Yes.
Of God.
I, Vincent, son of Vincent, grandson of Vincent of Merhojed, do bequeath my estate and all my worldly goods to my wife Wilma. If my wife were to pass away with me,
Stop.
I bequeath all to my cousin Dobesh, at this time the cobbler in Janovitz. In no event shall my prodigal son Elia, the layabout and good-for-nothing, inherit a single groschen, all customs and traditions aside.
What? Please help this.
Should I write that too?
No,
Yes.
Frank.
And then write, the executor of my last will is to be my good friend, Father Fabian, Presently the parish priest at the Church of St. Martin in Sasso.
Anything else?
This will was written down by. What is your name?
Lord,
Henry.
please, Henry.
Presently in fealty to Sir Radzig Kobyla.
No more
Well, I
suffering.
never. That will add some weight. Here, take my ring so Fabian will know it to be truly from me. You can never be sure nowadays.
Your son Elijah. What did he do to you?
Mother of God, I can't bear the pain.
Christ almighty! Trying to interfere, are you? What did he do? Everything. He was to be married, and instead he ransacked the house and ran off. The little fucker. Last we heard he was some jackhand in Sasso. Boozing, playing dice, lying and cheating for a living. Such a disgrace.
Where can I find Father Fabian?
Lord,
Well, where do you think? In St. Martin's Church, of course.
Of course.
All right, I'll head off then.
Yes. Go now. Go before you catch the disease. Then where will we be?
Oh, you'd probably all die. But that's neither here nor there. So another place. Oh, that guy looks not too good.
Who are you? Can't you see we have the plague cross on the door?
My name is Henry. I'm going to the monastery to get help.
It's long past time. The Lord's already taken my poor Anthony. And what do you want from me?
I need to know how the illness afflicted your husband.
Yes, I'll tell you everything. But first help me bury my husband. I'm too weak. And Melichar said the dead should be buried at once.
Of course I'll help you.
A good Christian would help
Thank you. We have to bury him at the back of the house. There's a lovely linden tree there.
I understand. I'll dig the grave there.
Thank you. When you're ready, come back. I'll say goodbye for now.
All right. What just so happens, we've got a spade.
Mary, Mother, for God's sake, there! Over there!
Help! Over there. Help! Over there.
Why is it saying... It's saying that I've broken the law. Whoops. That's silly. She just asked me to grab the body, and now she's thinking I... Alright. Alright, so let's turn ourselves in for a crime we did not commit.
Hey! You there! Stop! Surrender! You'll have to answer for your law breaking.
Yes, yes.
I was told you were dragging a lifeless body around on your shoulder. Where the fuck do you think you are? Personally, I'd rather string you up. But unfortunately, all I can do is throw you in jail.
This is where this works, where you get the my stats for speech for speech, charisma, or intimidation, I guess. I think. So I'm going to go, watch your step.
All right, that's enough. Maybe you didn't realise, but I'm in the service of the Lord of Ratai. So you better keep that in mind.
I didn't... I didn't know that. My apologies. Go ahead.
I actually was in the service of Sir Radzig Kobola. That's exactly what I was doing. She told me to bury him. And now that door is locked. Oh, here she comes.
Will you please tell me about his illness?
Certainly.
Why did you call
My
the police
husband
on
had
me?
the fever all over.
Anything else?
He had great pains in his belly. He said it felt like it'd been stuffed with rocks. He was writhing all night through. It must have hurt terribly.
Thank you.
I can't believe she called the police on me. I mean, obviously that was like a slight glitch in the game, because obviously you're not supposed to be to get in trouble for picking up that body when she asked you to bury him. But it all worked out because I was able to outspeech that guy. It could have been worse though. Man, this video is running just a little over, but I want so now you know why it is important to learn how to read. That's not actually the most important part, but that was part of it. So you can write down that guy's will. So we passed the monastery on our way here, and actually you can see it in the distance. How cool is that? Look at that. Right over there, you can see the monastery.
Yeah.
So Johanka, you probably didn't notice it, but when we were throwing manure on that guy's house early in the game, it was Johanka that came and warned us that they had called
baskets for goods and torches for the night.
that they had called the catch pole on us, which the catch pole is basically the bailiff, the constable, and she was the one that came and said, "What are you doing? You better get out of here. They called the catch pole." And so that's when we started running. You probably didn't notice her because as soon as she said it, we got the task to run, so we took off. But that's who that was. And so that's who we're going to go see. And this video is going a little long, but I also want to do one other thing before I close this video down. So this is the monastery. Let's right on through. There is Johanka just standing there waiting on us. Hey, Johanka.
Johanka?
Henry?
I'm glad to see you.
Me too. I heard that you're doing well.
Not right now. Matthias sent me.
Matthias? My God, did something happen?
Yes.
I don't know if you've heard about it, but Merhojed was attacked.
Oh God. How is Matthias?
Wounded in the arm. He's being brave about it, but his injury looks bad.
I need to see him.
Before you go, there's something else.
What?
Some kind of disease has taken hold in Merhojed. Their livestock has died off, and now the people are coming down with it too. I thought maybe someone here might know what to do.
Merciful heavens. How awful. It's a good thing you've come here. If there's any hope, this is the place to find it. You need Brother Nicodemus, the monastery physician. He may know how to deal with it.
Very well, I'll try to find him.
Come back when you know more.
Thank you, Johanka.
There's Nicodemus.
Some kind of disease has taken hold in Merhojed. Johanka said that you might be able to advise.
A disease, you say? How intriguing.
Intriguing? It's terrifying.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to sound uncaring.
All right. The important thing is whether you can help us.
I can't say at this point. I need to find out a little more. Tell me, has the whole village come down with it?
About half.
No, I mean, not yet. Several households have, around half the village.
Merhojed? Isn't there a stud farm there? And what of the animals? Did they get infected too?
Yes, there's a stud farm. And they've all died off. The horses, the cattle, chickens, and now it's got to the people.
That is most intriguing. Sorry, I mean to say it's most unusual. Do you know the symptoms?
Yes, more or less.
Excellent. I have several extensive volumes here in the library. Describe the epidemic, including the symptoms, and we could take some guidance there. Can you read?
Yes, I can.
Yes, I can.
That's important.
Excellent. So follow me to the scriptorium.
Was it say investigate the plague in Merhojed? I did investigate it.
So, where shall we start?
Evidently there's something amiss in the digestive tract.
In the what?
Sleep again.
The digestive tract, Henry.
Right.
The trouble lies between the mouth and the arsehole.
Uh-huh. Sure. Just so.
We can rule nothing out at this stage. You look in the Breviarum de Sickness Causa. It's a renowned manuscript from Salerno, written by one Johann of St. Paul.
But I don't know Latin.
Fortunately for you, our brother librarian is translating these momentous medical works into the common tongue, so you can still be of use. Study the breviary carefully and compare the symptoms with the recorded cases. That will guide us. I'll try the proven classics, Avicenna and his Canon Medicinae, and Galen's magnum opus, the Ars Medicinalis.
May the Lord watch over you.
Okay, so this is why we needed to be able to read. But I'm going to escape. And I'm going to call this episode to a close. Thank you very much. I will see you next time.